Hello and good evening from St. Louis Park. Non-conference girls basketball tonight. It's the Minnehaha Academy Redhawks coming into St. Louis Park against the St. Louis Park Orioles. This is girls basketball, and for Minnehaha Academy, they come into this game at 16-6. St. Louis Park 11-11. I'm joined tonight by Paul Bodwin. Paul, great to have you with me again. We did some football games. Now your first basketball game of the year.
It's great to be back here in the booth and doing some basketball with you. It's kind of chilly outside, but it's always toasty in the St. Louis Park gym. So I'm looking forward to a great night of basketball.
All right, starting lineups for the St. Louis Park Orioles. It'll be Sadie Yarosh, number 13, number 21, Jordan Turek, number 23, Reagan Alexander, 31, Shayla Miller, and 32, Kendall Coley. For Minnehaha Academy, it will be number 2, Telia Graham, number 5, Mia Curtis, number 11, Tessa Liner, 13, Tana Gallo, and 23, Kate Pryor as we're underway. St. Louis Park with the basketball. They won 9 out of their last 10 basketball games. And they're playing a very good Minnehaha Academy game, so it'll be very interesting how this game goes. So this is Minnehaha Academy with the basketball to start. Good pass inside, and nice defensive play by the Orioles. That was number 23, Alexander. She held her ground. They work it along the baseline, back up top. There's a three put up and in. Coley with the first three of the game, and St. Louis Park with an early lead. St. Louis Park in the gray and orange uniforms. Minnehaha Academy in the white. There's a nice drive down the lane, and the basket is good.
So far, pretty up-tempo game, Bruce.
Yeah, that was Graham with the first points of the game for the Redhawks. Yarosh passes over to the side, back out to Sadie. They work it inside. Coley, her shot just a little short off the rim. And the rebound taken down by the Redhawks. They come into the front court. Traveling before the three.
Trying to get her feet set there and just moved them a little too much.
First turnover of the game. Ball goes back to St. Louis Park, leading 3-2. This is the first game of 2. St. Louis Park boys take on the Minnehaha Academy boys following this game, and then we are going to have a big crowd for that game. Maya Curtis.
Kat Alexander just missed her down low.
Coley defending on the play right now. Graham up top. Takes it to the left side of the lane, outside. That was Gallo. Gallo looks to penetrate. Orioles doing a good job clogging the lane inside. Now the shot is good. You can see some good shooting early going here right now for Minnehaha Academy as Kate Pryor makes the basket and gives the Redhawks their first lead of the game.
Yeah, that was a nice shot with some defending and some traffic around her.
Yarosh with the three attempt doesn't go. Yarosh follows the ball back in, puts the layup, that doesn't go. Fighting for the rebound is Yarosh, and now it's taken out by Alexander, and the shot by Turek.
Mark. Getting third, fourth chances. Looks like and one.
Yeah, they're going to give her the basket, so great opportunity by St. Louis Park. It was just great pursuit and persistence, I should say.
Yeah, offensive rebounding was tremendous there. Great hustle to the ball. On the initial rebound, a great little tap back to Yarosh to keep it going.
Reagan Alexander averages 16 points per game at the free throw line now, and just a little hard on that one.
St. Louis Park coming out with some nice hustle, but a little bit sloppy shooting. Hopefully that'll settle down for them.
Graham. Pass off and Curtis, and we get travel call again. Second turnover of the game on traveling for the Redhawks.
Yeah, I don't know if they've got the jitters or what with this, relatively full house here today. Maybe they're a little nervous.
Yeah, this is a big crowd early on right now. We still have an hour and a half to the boys game, and Again, this is a good girls game, so hopefully a lot of these people are here to see some great basketball by both these teams.
And a nice shot block there by, that's Liner, I believe, for the Red Hawks.
And St. Louis Park will get the ball back on the alternate possession. Long pass in for Coley. Coley takes it down the lane, puts a runner up, it's good.
Great first step there to get around the defender and take it right down to the basket.
You know, Kendall averages 15.5 points per game. She's looking good here in the early going.
Nice press by the Orioles here.
Pass was deflected.
And
Orioles
it paid
with the
off.
steal. Right. Oh, and the Orioles lose the ball. Layup missed that time by number 13, Gallo.
Nice defense to just kind of get in there and mess with her a little bit without fouling her.
That's Sheffield.
Great pass down low. It's broken up, though.
Right, Sheffield's coming to the game and sparked the Orioles a little bit.
They're playing with a lot of energy, Bruce.
Faith Johnson now comes into the game for St. Louis Park. This is Johnson with the basketball off for Sheffield. Sheffield drives to her right, tries to go in, runs into some defenders, and they're called a foul.
Yeah,
I
don't think she had her feet set. That's a good call and a really nice drive by, that was Sheffield, right?
It was, and Sheffield had her head down when she was driving in that time, and she just ran into some traffic, but fortunately the traffic was moving and not stable. So. First free throw is good. Orioles now lead by 4, 8-4 in the score.
About 14 minutes left.
Second free throw good as well. Also in the game now, Penny Sedgwick, number 10 for Minnehaha Academy. That's Curtis.
And Graham broke that press really nicely there. She was about to get trapped.
Great defense by the Orioles. That was Turek. Sheffield into the front court. Turek,
good
nice
look.
pass.
Great look. And a nice turnaround to lay against the glass.
That was Alexander with the basket, and St. Louis Park 11-4 start. What a great beginning of the game for the St. Louis Park team.
Absolutely, Bruce. They're off to a great start. I think that that press they're giving them is rattling Minnehaha Academy a little bit. We'll see if Park can keep that press up. Those get exhausting and they can wear you down fast. So, but for now it's working great. They're up to an 11-4 lead with 13.5 left in the first.
Yeah, Paul, in Minnehaha Academy, I think they are just going to try and pull up the rankings here. They are in 2A, and they are ranked number 10 in 2A with that 16-6 record. So
it's tough to be ranked 10th and be 16-6.
Right. Well, and the boys moved up a class, so the next game we play, we'll see a Minnehaha Academy team that's in 3A against the 4A team. But everyone knows about Minnehaha Academy. They could be playing in 5A if there was a 5A.
Yeah.
Gallo with the trap, gets it into the front court for Graham. Sedgwick. See what the Red Hawks do coming out of the timeout. Put up a three, a little long. Orioles with the rebound.
Yeah, Orioles are playing well defensively. They're not giving the Red Hawks good shots.
Coley, she puts up the three off the front of the iron. Put back. Orioles had a great opportunity there as the ball was put back up. Just didn't go for Faith Johnson.
That three looked good from my angle. I thought it was going down.
Yeah, definitely had the right trajectory, just a little bit off the iron. And there's one that takes a bad bounce. And it'll be Orioles basketball.
And like I said, the Orioles are playing really solid defense here. If you notice, the Red Hawks are having a hard time getting the ball down low, getting good high percentage shots. They're putting up some nice threes, but they're not falling, and that's why we got an 11-4 lead here for the Orioles.
So now we get an 8th grader in the game, Jenica Suggs. That tells you, I think Jalen was playing as an 8th grader for the boys. Orioles get the rebound. That's Sheffield.
A little bit of talent in that family, huh?
Yeah. Faith shot is good. Johnson with the basket and one, so another opportunity for a 3-point play for the St. Louis Park Orioles.
Great focus by Johnson with his arm coming down right on her shoulder as she's shooting. She stayed strong, kept going, kept moving, got the shot down, and now she's got a chance for one more.
Yeah, first foul of the game for Sedgwick, 4th team foul. And the free throw up and good by Johnson. She has 3 points in the game. Orioles lead by 10. 12:22 remaining here in the first half. 14-4 a score. Good trap by the Orioles. And this is causing some problems. Minnehaha Academy going to have to hurry to get it across the 10-second line, and they just get it across. They could have had more than a second left on that.
Yeah, sometimes the refs get a little generous with those. That's okay.
Gallo into the corner, back up top. This is Sedgwick. Now Curtis. Curtis turns back to the opposite direction. And again, the Orioles, good defense on the reverse.
Yep, and she carried. Yeah, the Redhawks just cannot get anything inside the paint. They're just working the perimeter. It's about all they can do with this solid Oriole defense.
Yeah, Coach Matt Pryor thinking that maybe there was a push by the body, but referees didn't see anything there, and it'll be Orioles ball.
I've seen a little bit of pushing going both ways. They might be calling a little bit of a loose game.
Johnson. Shayla Miller, number 31 with the basketball. She's in the game now for the Orioles. She puts up the three just off the mark.
And it looked like the Orioles had a little bit of tough time moving the ball there. They just kind of passed back and forth at the top. Couldn't find much, launched up a three, and it didn't catch anything.
Barrett Parton in the game now for Minnehaha Academy. Parton has the ball now and for Gallo.
Nice steal.
Yeah, Johnson going in for the left-sided layup, but she makes it.
And she drains it. That's great focus on Johnson to pick up that steal and drive the ball down the court for the left-handed rebound. Or layup, not rebound.
Well, and an early second timeout for Minnehaha Academy is Coach Pryor not liking what he's seeing, and really they're having trouble getting into the rhythm with the St. Louis Park defenders getting in a lot of the lanes, passing lanes, and that's caused some problems for the Redhawks early on here.
Absolutely, and I think also that press is really rattling them. Even though a press can wear down a defense fast, it can also rattle an offense where even if you break it and you get down the court, you have a hard time settling in because you had to work so hard to just get the ball down the court. And I think that might be impacting the Redhawks as well, but great just defensive play all around by the Orioles right now, and that's why they're up 12.
St. Louis Park does, they sub a little bit, but they've got a core of about 7 to 8 players that will play in this game as long as this game remains close.
And if they're going to keep up that press, they're going to have to be subbing in.
That's right. I mean, they work hard when you're pressing and having them then quickly get back on defense. It's a lot of work. But so far the Orioles have done a great job and have a 12-point lead.
Looks like we got Kia Hegdahl coming in. I don't know if she's checked in yet.
And we get a first foul of the game against the St. Louis Park Orioles. You know, that tells you something, Paul, how hard they've been playing, and this is only their first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think that's a function of really good defense. I do think the refs are kind of letting them play too, though, which is good. I like that.
Yeah, 4 fouls for right now for the Red Hawks and one for St. Louis Park. Red Hawks coming out of the timeout again. We'll see what they do. They're going to put up a long three off the mark, and they get the rebound back in the corner. Another three that's too far.
Yep.
So a lot of those shots just seem to have too much on them.
They got too much. They might be playing. Oh, what a drive.
What a drive. That Yarosh did a great job on that. And Sadie gets her first 2 points of the game.
That was a strong push down low for Yarosh.
5 players now in the scoring column for the Orioles. Almost a double dribble that time. And a drive down the lane. And Gallo will go to the free throw line.
And you see part of that foul differential sometimes is when you can't get the ball down low, you generally don't get as many fouls. You see right there, the Red Hawks were able to get the ball into the paint and they pick up a foul.
That play that Sadie Yarosh just made too was a great play. You could see the ball was almost stripped. She was able to still maintain possession and get that layup.
Yep, and stay strong and stay focused. Especially when you get a hand on the ball, sometimes there's a tendency to then overshoot. But she kept a nice touch on the ball and put it in for 2.
Alexander back in for the Orioles. Yarosh will get a breather. Second free throw good by Gallo. 18-6 the score. The Red Hawks are going to put a little press on their own. Orioles get it into the front court. Pass behind Turek, but she catches up with it. And the three launch. Not good. Good box out, but now we're going to get a jump ball. This will go back to the St. Louis Park Orioles. So.
Yeah, and that's Reagan Alexander again. She is it's just great hustle to get in there and create a jump ball situation.
So fun to watch this Oriole team, how they move the ball. So much of it, too, is watching how they move without the ball and getting in position, too.
I love their aggressiveness on the offense even. With I don't know what the totals are, but they've had a lot of offensive rebounds tonight.
Well, Shayla Miller was going to inbound the basketball. Now they're going to say Minnehaha Academy had the ball. I think the arrow was pointing the wrong direction, and so Minnehaha Academy with the basketball.
With a 12-point lead, the Orioles keep with the press.
Oh, almost a steal. There was a tough cross-court pass. Now open for the three with Suggs, and she doesn't get it to go. Alexander in the corner. That three a little long. That was
and that's
Hegdahl, yeah.
Yeah, Hegdahl with the shot. And Coley again with some great hustle getting to the ball. And now the arrow's in Park's favor.
What the Orioles did, though, they moved the ball, and Hegdahl was open for that shot. So they had a good percentage shot on the play. It just didn't go.
Not a bad shot to take. Hegdahl, just an 8th grader.
And Turek just a little off on that. And
look at that
look at the battle.
I'll tell you, Bruce, I'm loving this Orioles team.
And the Red Hawks did a great job still to get possession back because that was tough. It was really, Turek did a great job trying to pry the ball away. But you can see the Orioles challenging in every aspect of this game. And that three by Curtis, rebound by the Orioles.
Yep, and almost a foul there on the Red Hawks, but she pulled back.
Turek in the corner, here's a three, little long off the iron. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be last touch by St. Louis Park. Good call by the official.
Good call and almost another offensive rebound by the Orioles. They are dominating the boards on the offensive side.
Liner and Sedgwick are back in the game right now for the Red Hawks. Curtis. Nice pass on the corner. They work it around. Open three. This one just missed. That looked like a good shot that time, Paul.
It sure did. It looks like the Red Hawks are playing some Houston Rockets game, just throwing up threes. And
hit it out. Good rebound by Alexander and a foul. Or they're going to call a jump ball. Well, this one's got to go to the Orioles. The last one went to Minnehaha Academy, unless they had called a foul on that last possession.
Well, I think they had another jump ball after the Minnehaha Academy one that went to Park. I think. Great hustle.
That was. Coley did a great job to read the passing lane and was able to take away the ball. Orioles now trying to add to their 12-point lead. Coley, see how unselfish she was, but that time Coley may have been able to just take the ball herself. She had a great mismatch on size, and she got right in towards the basket. And I think she could have just taken it down the lane and put that ball off the glass and in. So she did come off on the bench and
get her a rest.
Did a great job, great hustle by Coley. Long cross-court pass. Curtis with the runner, it's good.
It's a nice shot.
Floating shot by Curtis. Her first 2 points of the game. She averages 24.5 points per game. Orioles trapped in the backcourt.
You need some help.
Get it into the front court. Alexander, and she is fouled, so she does a good job drawing the foul and almost even getting the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough shot to make. I I didn't think she was going to even get close, but she still almost put that down. And there's that nice shot by the Redhawks there to get back on the board.
Reagan Alexander 0 for 1 from the free throw line.
Reagan's been playing tough, and free throws are hard to make when you're tired.
Yeah, Reagan averages 16 points, has 4 so far here in the first half.
There you go. That's 7:20 left.
Redhawks doing a better job breaking the press and getting a nice high percentage shot that time. The follow-up is good. That time number 11,
I think one of the differences with the Redhawks is they're getting the ball inbounded quicker after the shots. Nice block by Liner there. Great block.
Look at the hustle. Then we get a jump ball. We've seen a lot of tie-ups in this game. Great job by Sheffield, but you're right.
Slow to call fouls and quick to call jump balls.
That was Turek that had the ball blocked, and you mentioned a great defensive play by the Redhawks.
Solid block.
Coley.
Almost in.
The Orioles getting the rebound, so. That time, Coley or Sheffield could have got the rebound. There, Coley takes it along the baseline, puts it in.
That is a tough shot. She is underneath the backboard, having to kind of angle that in off the glass. That's a tough shot.
Well, that was almost similar to her last drive where she elected to pass the ball. This time, she took it. Look at this trap again. And
wow.
We've got a timeout. So this is going to be the third timeout of the half for Minnehaha Academy.
That's a good timeout for them. They're tired. They're a little rattled. They're starting to get some stuff going. They need to just kind of focus themselves in again here for the last 6 minutes and 30 of this half.
Well, St. Louis Park has won 9 out of their last 10 games, but 5 in a row after losing 64-53 to Chaska. They beat Robbinsdale Cooper 77-73, Laconia 86-58, Kennedy 80-39, Chanhassen 80-75, and Bloomington Jefferson 67-40. After this game, the St. Louis Park plays Benilde at home. That'll be senior night here at St. Louis Park, Tuesday, February 18th. And they close the season at Chaska, and that game will be on February 21st.
I believe the season is already coming to a close.
It is crazy. We were just doing football games, Paul. We were doing football. It seemed like basketball was so far away. But you know, it only means spring is getting closer too, so that's good. Only 10 points so far in the first half for Minnehaha Academy.
And that's because of that stingy Oriole defense.
Well,
there it is again.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play at Sheffield. And she draws a foul because of that. So, and I think you can see frustration setting in on Minnehaha Academy.
It's frustrating. When you can't get anything going, it is frustrating. And we look here, and yeah, she kind of reached in there and got her on the arm, which impacted the outlet pass she was trying to get to.
Yeah, foul number 6 for the Red Hawks, and that will mean that St. Louis Park will be in the bonus on the next foul.
Nice ball movement.
Coley, she knew she was short. When she let go of that one.
Yeah.
Point Oriole lead. Curtis. That's a tough call.
They got the ball inside, and so they're maybe giving her a little bit of the back.
Looks like you're cutting out a little bit here.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Missed free throw.
And that probably just adds to the frustration when you're having a hard time getting anything going offensively and then you're missing free throws.
A pair of misses and the Orioles get the rebound. That was Turek quickly into the front court. Drive to the basket, and they're going to get a jump ball.
Oh, he got a jump ball.
I think the official was going to call the foul, and then last second he changed to a jump ball, and this will be Red Hawks ball.
Well, you see here, Sheffield really did kind of run into a lot of traffic. It's a tough one.
Yeah, definitely a height advantage.
Yes.
Sheffield went in there. Oh, stolen from behind, but yep, Sheffield did hit the arm on that. She a little disappointed in the call, but that's foul number 2 on Sheffield, so I think she'll come out of the game. We get
yep.
Johnson coming back.
Coming in. Red Hawks trying to slow things down a little bit, I think.
Now Curtis finds an opening in the lane and puts it in. You can see why Curtis is their leading scorer. She just picks and chooses when she's going to turn up the speed. Oh, what a great time to turn around and get that basketball. And then Johnson makes the basket. So
much going in the Orioles' favor right now.
Oh, yeah. If you're the coach right now of Minnehaha Academy, you look at that play and you just have to shrug it off. Say, we just aren't getting the breaks right now.
Right. You notice Red Hawks are getting the ball down low more, and they are getting better shots and more fouls, and that's shifting things just a little bit for them.
You see the attempt to penetrate, and that was a nice shot. The follow-up on was by Suggs, and just missing. So a couple great opportunities that time.
Yeah, that putback was unfortunate. It looked like a sure thing. Nice pass.
They had a nice shot, too.
Yeah, that's a great little sequence there. The temptation would be to drive to the basket, but she hit traffic, saw the open person, and made a great pass and a great shot.
So 2 players who haven't scored is Miller and Turek. As we see a basket on the other end, number 12, Parton.
Wide open down there. They lost track of her.
11-point Oriole lead into the front court. Drive along the baseline is good.
Make that 13.
Alexander, 9 points here in the first half. Suggs, 2-on-1. Parton takes it back out. Well, giving the baseline to Curtis, and we get a foul on the Orioles.
Let's see here. This is the shot by Parton. Nice kind of under the rim focus for her to get that ball in on an opportunity they needed. So we got 2:52 left in the half here. Park up by 13.
Well, they're not in the bonus yet. They're going to say the foul was on the drive for Curtis, so they're not going to send Curtis to the free throw line.
I think that's the right call. It looked like the contact was well before the shot, and she did a good job of trying to get the shot up, but
and we get a foul on the inbound play, and that's foul number 7. I don't know if they're going to give him the bonus or they're going to say it was like a charge, so not going to shoot free throws on that, but see how quick the Orioles easily break the press.
Nice look.
Alexander, she had a good opportunity, put the left-handed hook shot up and a little short, almost got a rebound, but then it went off out of bounds, and so Red Hawks will have it, trailing by 13, 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Then all St. Louis Park. But Curtis is starting to, you can see, make things happen with her penetration in the lane.
Somehow that ball stayed in bounds.
Coley, she was quick for the shot, now going back. Drive to the basket, and it's good.
Looked like she might have gotten away with a foul there too on that shot, I'm not sure, but.
Yeah, Kate Pryor, and that was set up by Coley taking a real quick shot from outside. Alexander steps back. This is the shot. Orioles get the rebound. Back out to Coley. Back in the corner. Here's a 3. Nice. It's up and good. Miller with her first points of the game.
And that's a nice shot right there. Good open 3. In a situation like that, sometimes you want to work the ball a little bit, but she's wide open. Good look, squares up, and puts Park up to 30 points, up 30-16 with 1:45 left.
Well, Arsenio Richardson decides now he's going to call a timeout, and he wants to set things up for the last 1:45 of this game, of this half, and momentum plays a big part in basketball, and
Absolutely.
He wants to make sure that St. Louis Park can set up defensively, maybe make sure players stay out of foul trouble here, and we'll see what happens. So.
Yeah, I mean, 14 points is a big lead, but there is a lot of basketball left to be played. The Red Hawks are doing better beating that press, so the Orioles don't want to get lazy here. You want to go into the half strong.
So the Orioles set up more defensively. They didn't press. They let Minnehaha get into the front court. St. Louis Park may take time off the clock, too. That may have been that timeout to say, if you get the ball back, let's just take more time off the clock.
Yep.
It was a good job by the Orioles. Yarosh, she got in the passing lane that time.
She sure did. Good vision.
Johnson will come into the game for the Orioles, replacing Miller. And we get Suggs back in. Gallo.
Gallo trying to drive it down low, can't find it.
Yeah, again, their goal would be to drive it down low and then get it back out, but now we're going to get a 5-second call.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. She's just kind of dancing around out there and hadn't done really anything with it, so you got to move that ball.
Let's see if the Orioles try and take time off of the clock here with 1:10 to go. Oh, scoreboard just went up. And we get a stoppage. I think that's someone stepping on the cord.
Well,
saw that happen at the Timberwolves game where they had the clocks go out behind the baskets the other night.
So yeah, Bruce, I think Orioles here are playing to just chew up some clock. That's the right move, kind of start resting your body right away and get in for a strong second half.
Turek into the front court. Well, they were not gonna take time off.
Guess not.
This is Orioles want points, and they're going to be aggressive, and we can see that.
That was a nice look on the pass there too, just not quite enough on it.
Nice pass inside. Johnson just couldn't get it to go. It went out of bounds. Orioles will get it back here.
Looked like that went off the Orioles, but it also looked like she got fouled to me. I wonder if that's kind of one of those makeup calls.
You can hear a sigh from some of the fans not happy on this side. We're on the Red Hawk side of the arena. Coley.
Nice look.
And a foul as Alexander will go to the free throw line again. Reagan likes to take the ball inside. She's already been to the free throw line 4 times.
And fouls on Suggs. How many does she have now? 40 seconds left.
Looks like maybe her first. Yeah, Reagan 1 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yarosh checking out. Back in.
Second free throw is good.
Seconds left.
We'll have to get your, see if we can get your mic fixed here.
Yeah, it's going in and out. Not a great pass by the Red Hawks.
Yeah, the Orioles with 25 seconds, work it down the lane. Put up, it's good.
What a great shot by Hegdahl. Good balance and focus. She's fired up.
7 players in the scoring column now for the Orioles as we're down to 12 seconds. 33-16 the score. Long pass. You gotta believe Curtis will take this last shot. She steps out, puts it up, and bang! She took it to the bank.
I don't think she called backboard though.
Well, that's actually a big basket for Minnehaha Academy.
That's huge. You go out on a positive note. The Orioles have kind of dominated, they have dominated this half. But like I said, the Red Hawks have played better in the latter part of this half.
Yeah, they really have. And but St. Louis Park just seems to be, once we see that Minnehaha Academy starts making a little run, St. Louis Park seems to come back and get a key basket and stop that run from happening. So good half for the St. Louis Park Orioles. They were led by 10 points from Reagan Alexander, 7 points from Coley. Faith Johnson also had 7 points. Hegdahl had 2, Sheffield with 2. Shayla Miller had 3, and Sadie Yarosh with 2. Leading scorer in the game for Minnehaha Academy was Maya Curtis. She had 7 points here in the first half. So we are at halftime here from St. Louis Park, 33-19 our score. Stay with us. We'll have the second half of basketball and the first game of the doubleheader here tonight from St. Louis Park.
What if being in recovery from a mental or substance use disorder was something we proudly showed the world? You might be surprised. Millions of people are in recovery, sharing hope, help, and support with family, friends, and community. Join the Voices for Recovery. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Bruce Homer along with Paul Bodwin, 33-19 the score. Paul, I think we're good now, aren't we?
I don't know.
I hear you. You hear yourself?
I can hear myself a little bit. It's fuzzy though.
We'll see. Hopefully we get as much of you as we can because you do a great job.
Well, thank you. I'm trying.
Just don't move. Just keep looking one direction.
I'm ADHD. How can I not move?
Orioles with a 14-point lead. They have the basketball here to start the second half. It'll be Yarosh, Turek, Alexander, Miller, and Coley for the Orioles. Should have Graham, Curtis, Liner, Gallo, and Pryor for the Red Hawks.
Red Hawks look to be switching to a zone.
And right in the middle of the zone is Coley, and she's able to turn around and put it in. So Coley with her 9th point of the game so far, 16-point Oriole lead.
Orioles staying with the press. but a little less aggressive with it.
Redhawks trying to move a little bit more here, and stepping out for the three is Curtis.
Still having a hard time getting the ball in the paint.
Alexander for Coley. Not a lot of ball pressure right now for the Redhawks.
Well, no, I think that's the zone they've got.
There was a great cut to the basket by Turek, and a good block by the Redhawks, and now we get a foul on the Orioles.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a lot of aggressive defense out on the perimeter with the Redhawks with that, looks like a 2-3 zone they have going. They just want to clog up the paint, force Park to take some threes on the outside, low percentage shots.
Shayla Miller picking up her first foul of the game.
Oh,
Yarosh went for the steal, and she did not like that. Almost, you have to take a look at this again and see if the arm got, the Red Hawk player put her arm out, causing Sadie to pick up the foul.
Yeah, but she's coming down full steam, kind of bonks into her. That call, I think, can often be called a foul there with some contact.
And those are the kind of fouls as a coach you don't mind, because
right.
It's an aggressive foul. You went for the steal and you got the foul. But
absolutely.
Again, the only
nice
thing
shot
that does,
block.
You don't want a player who has two fouls. That was her third foul. So, and now Alexander drawing the first foul of the half against the Redhawks.
Great shot block by Coley there. Or, on Coley. I don't know who blocked it.
Alexander 2 for 5 from the free throw line. First one is good. Some of the legends walking back up here. Phil Ferk and
oh, wow.
Deb Wold.
Well, it's a big night.
Wes Bodine. Yeah, Phil Ferk, head coach of the St. Louis Park Orioles state tournament teams, along with Deb Wold.
And another foul on Coley there. Orioles with some aggressive defense, that's what'll happen.
Only the first foul of the game for Coley. Just to think what this team could have been like if Paige had stayed in the St. Louis Park area.
No kidding.
She did well for herself, though.
She sure did. Looks like another foul.
Yeah, St. Louis Park picking up 4 early fouls here in the second half. That's going to be called against Turek, her first foul.
You're going to have to be careful here. Got her with the body.
That's foul number 5 of the half for the Orioles.
And we're only less than 4 minutes in.
Well, I think part of this may be the plan that Matt Pryor had coming into halftime. He's saying, we got to be more aggressive. We got to go to the basket. We got to force St. Louis Park to draw some fouls, and that's working so far here in the second half.
It sure is.
Curtis with the free throw.
Be interested to see how long the Orioles stay with that press, because that also just gets you tired, and then you're more apt to foul on defense.
Pair of free throws.
Red Hawks with a little bit of pressure, and it pays off for them.
Yeah, this is Curtis. Yarosh defending, and she picks up her 4th foul.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it was a late call.
Let's see here. She comes in. I don't know about that call. I don't know if I like it. She kept some space there.
So we're only a couple minutes in, and the Redhawks are going to be in the bonus after this.
Yeah, and that could pay off for them if they start hitting these free throws. They're having a hard time getting high percentage shots, but if they can get free throws.
Yeah, I think Arsenio Richardson has to be pretty close to calling a timeout and trying to regroup here. Long cross-court pass.
Yeah. Nice clean
block.
Redhawks having something going.
Oh, and
another foul.
Another foul and a basket.
Wow.
Yeah, Orioles need a timeout here.
They absolutely do. If she makes this lead is all of a sudden cut to 10, and all the momentum going the Redhawks' way. Great focus there on Curtis to stay with it and get that shot down.
You have to wonder if the Orioles came out a little bit flat-footed here, because Academy has taken it to them. Sheffield breaks the press, almost double dribbles.
Yep. They're going to need to settle down here and get a good shot.
The Orioles still have a 10-point lead.
I like this patience by the part of the Orioles here. Settle down, you got a 10-point lead, you're in control.
I think looking for Coley inside right now.
But that zone by the Redhawks has been tough.
Yeah, Coley turning around, just putting that one up. And here comes the Redhawks.
And another foul. Another foul.
And Arsenio not calling a timeout.
So the Redhawks have come out with this 2-3 zone that has really stifled the Orioles on the offensive side of the ball. And it's forced them to put up some lower percentage shots. They haven't been able to get it going, and here are the Redhawks storming right back. All of a sudden, we're at a 9-point lead. It's a mere 3-possession game.
Really a tale of two halves right now.
So far.
Missed free throw, and Orioles get the rebound. Orioles need a basket in the biggest way right now.
They sure do, and they also need to figure out how to break this zone. It is stifling them.
And there's a three, it's good!
Oh, and is she fouled?
Yes, she was. Chance for a 4-point play. Shayla Miller getting her second 3 of the game.
Nice shot. I don't know about that foul, but it's interesting. The refs were calling a pretty loose game in the first half. It feels real tight this half, but a great shot.
Ball on Curtis, her second. Miller with the free throw, 4-point play. And that's big as the Orioles back up now by 13 points.
Yeah, that'll put a little bit of more wind back in your sails.
The Orioles just have to stay out of foul trouble. They already have one. Sadie Yarosh with 4 fouls. And you can see Curtis just taking it to the basket.
Wow.
And Curtis can pick up her 3rd foul.
Nice. It was a little, almost a missed chance on the offensive boards, but it looked like Turek stayed with it. And then they pick up a foul. Maybe the Orioles can get things going back the way they had it in the first half.
Well, two quick fouls on Curtis, and that's the one player they cannot afford to lose in this game.
Oh, there's travel. Oh, they called travel. She did have a little stutter step in there before the foul. Not a bad call. It's probably because she bobbled the pass. Yep.
So now the Redhawks with the ball in a trap.
So it's only less than 6 minutes in here, and the Redhawks are in the bonus and shooting.
Yeah, so not only are they in the bonus, but you foul that quick in the backcourt, no time goes off the clock, and now the Redhawks get right to the free throw line. Probably their best player at the line right now in Curtis. She missed a couple free throws earlier. She made 4 in a row. That one rolls off.
Missing the 1-and-1.
The Orioles were close to getting called for a travel. If you watch the way they came down the court.
Yep, I saw that too. Another little stutter step, but a great look on Turek to shave the defender and then get the ball down low for a good another foul on. Is that Curtis?
Curtis, number 4.
They need to take it to her.
Boy, 3 fouls in a row for her, and it's a 2-shot foul. It's going to be Alexander. She's made 4 in a row now after missing 3 out of her first 4.
Kudos to the Orioles for sticking with it, not needing the timeout to get themselves back in focus. Sticking with the press.
I had a chance at halftime, Paul, to tour the Orioles have new facilities, a great new weight room and
wow.
exercise room that they built.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, yep. Well, they're very close in the first half to getting called for 10 seconds. First time they have been called for that. And again, the Orioles coming up with a good press.
And Liner had a chance early in that sequence. She missed somebody right here at the half court and looked back the other way. And then it just kind of fell apart.
Almost a steal
there's a
and a
foul. Again, great work by the Orioles to stick with it, stay focused, and I feel like they're taking control of this game back again.
Well, I feel what's interesting is Coach Pryor deciding that we can't afford to have Curtis out of this game. So even with 4 fouls, they're letting her go.
Yep, but she had to lay off there on that one, you see.
Right, and that's what the Orioles will do is take it to her as Alexander getting the basket.
Yep. That's what you got to do.
Pressure.
There it
oh,
is.
And there's the steal for the Orioles.
Yeah.
Shayla didn't get it to go, but Coley putback is good.
Yeah, and that's Shayla Miller with some great vision. She read that like a cornerback in football and picked it off.
So Arsenio not calling the timeout, but his team regrouped on their own and have done a great job as they're back up by 19 points. Suggs, that was a nice look.
What a shot. I don't know how you get that to fall.
First 2 points of the game for Suggs. Turnarounder by Coley.
At some point, those turnarounders are going to start falling for Coley.
And there's a 3, that's good. What a nice shot by, that was Gallo.
Great shot by Gallo. She's pumped up. Both teams are pumped up. Wonderful energy here in the second half.
Inside, Alexander.
Nice footwork.
Yeah, they do not have an answer for Reagan Alexander. And watch this great pass here by Turek.
Yep. The temptation there for Turek would be to take it in, and she could have. That would have been a fine thing to do, but saw Alexander down there, and Alexander with a nice move for an easy bucket.
18 points in the game for Reagan Alexander.
And a clutch 3 there by Gallo earlier, and that pumped up their team. And we've got a wide gap here. What is that? I can't do that math, but but the Redhawks are playing fierce. They're not giving up.
Well, they are 33-19 at halftime, 49-33 right now. And the stands are really filling up right now. You get to see the crowd over on the side of the court. And I think seats are going to be hard to come by here come another 10, 15 minutes. It's 7 o'clock, and the second game will start probably about 7:45 the way this one's going. So.
Yeah, really. With all the foul calls, it's slowing things down for sure, with 12:32 left to play in this half. Hegdahl checking back in.
Great basketball game. We hope you're enjoying this game on ParkTV 16. I'm Bruce Overman along with Paul Bodwin. Orioles lead by 16, but don't count out this tough Redhawks team. They can score points in a hurry too. Sedgwick. Graham in the corner. 3 is good. Here they come. That's Curtis.
That's a nice shot by Curtis, wide open. She gave it a good look, squared up.
And here's a steal. 1-on-1, Graham. It is just off the mark.
Nice defense by
2-0
Hegdahl
by
there
the
to
Orioles.
stop that.
Alexander finishes. And a nice pass by Shayla. Very unselfish play. Shayla
What is
probably could
going
have
on
taken it
down?
in.
Oh, we're getting chippy. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looked like Curtis got herself tangled up.
We'll call it against the Orioles. and
Oh.
It's going to come the other way now for the 1-1. And actually 2 shots now because they've, this is a 10th team foul already.
Double bonus. I'd like to see that again. I think the Redhawks maybe got a break there. It looked to me like Curtis got herself tangled up.
Curtis.
And that would have been her 5th. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I see.
Yep, and that's foul number 4.
Yeah.
Against Sheffield.
Yep,
So.
and that was on Sheffield. She wrapped her arm around her. That's the right call. So now we got 4 on Sheffield and 4 on
Yarosh, yeah. So that.
And Yarosh.
Right.
So the Orioles are going to have to be careful here. I mean, you lose 1 or 2 of those players with 11 minutes and 45 seconds left. That changes the complexion of this half.
Yeah, now they have to bring Hegdahl in the game.
Hegdahl's a good defender, though. Nice pass. Great pass by Hegdahl. And that was over to, was that Miller?
Yeah, Shayla Miller. And you can see how the Orioles break the press, and there's always like 2 players down by the basket, and they're able to get some easy baskets. Barton, and 5 seconds. Yep.
5-second violation.
Second 5-second call we've seen tonight. Barton very frustrated.
Yep. That was, yeah, she was frustrated on that one because she was just about to break it, and then the call came in.
Now a press. Foley gets it into the front court. There's a 3, a little short, and goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Redhawks. No, they're going to say last touch by the Orioles.
I'm surprised the Orioles are sticking with this press. They've been playing it the whole game.
That shows the good conditioning that some of these players have.
Kudos to the strength and conditioning coach.
Side of the basket, good rebound. Here's another opportunity for the Redhawks. This is Curtis. Quickly reverses the basketball and driving down the lane. Put up, not good. Rebound by the Orioles. Hegdahl.
Another good pass, great look.
And a good finish by Turek.
Excellent fake up, and then she comes down under. That was a nice sequence for the Orioles.
Turek's first 2 points of the game, still by the Orioles. They have another opportunity here. Cole.
All right, slow it down, ladies.
Yeah, Coley took a quick shot there. Now Hegdahl, she steps back, doesn't get it to go. Rebound by the Orioles. Here's a 3rd opportunity for St. Louis Park. Coley all the way across. Up top, Shayla Miller short on the 3. Coley tries to keep it alive, goes out of bounds, and this will be Redhawks basketball.
They're just playing with such great hustle. Here's this another great pass from Hegdahl.
You see the dip under, but again, you see Curtis was the player that was defending. She did not want to pick up her 5th foul. No, and that's what the Orioles have to be cognizant of, is if any player that's coming at Curtis, she is not going to be able to foul him. This is a bad foul on the Orioles.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. And that was Coley, I believe. But only 2 on Coley.
Jenica Suggs with the free throw. Cedric back in the game for Minnehaha Academy. Suggs looking for her 4th point of the night, and off the mark. Rebound by the Orioles. Coley into the front court, long pass. Turek catches it. Now, the pass is back to Coley, intercepted.
Not a good pass. And Coley's got to be careful there.
And Coley says, yep, I did.
Got her with the body again. And that's her third, I believe.
Yep, Kate Pryor now will go to the free throw line.
We still got 9:45 left. I really think the Orioles have got to be careful with the fouls here. They're getting into trouble.
Yeah, St. Louis Park played a very clean first half. Yarosh is going to check back in for the Orioles.
They are up by 15 points, however.
A 15-point Oriole lead. Pryor makes that a 14-point game. Yarosh breaks the trap. Coley in the corner. Coley came out, got that ball.
Nice move.
Oh, that was a great drive by Alexander. She just knows how to get to the basket, and she knows how to finish.
Yep. Yeah, it was beautiful stuff. That was textbook.
And rebound by Coley.
Good job there by
Alexander, yeah.
By Coley to avoid a foul. And then a nice look there for Turek.
Out for the three, Suggs, she hits.
Wow. That's a pretty shot by Suggs right there. Yarosh rightly slowing it down a little bit here.
Well, when you looked at Miller and Turek are the only seniors, this team is going to be a great team again next year for the Orioles.
Absolutely.
Curtis, she misses on the three. Rebound was pulled down by Turek. Orioles in the front court, leading by 15. In the corner, there's a three. Not good. Rebound put up by Alexander. She'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's a foul on Sedgwick. She looks pretty gassed.
22 points in the game for Reagan Alexander.
She is playing well. We just saw that beautiful move she had on that layup earlier.
She's a junior. Six for 10 from the free throw line, Reagan Alexander.
Sheffield on the bench with 4 fouls. Looks like she just wants back in like nobody's business.
Reagan makes those free throws, but there's not much arc on that ball. It just looks like it's going right at the rim, and it's just. Nice steal by Turek.
Yep, great focus and hustle on her part.
And good
wide
pass inside
open.
Alexander with the finish and one.
I stepped on your touchdown call.
That's all right. Yeah, Suggs picks up the foul. That'll be number 2 on her. Coley back in for the Orioles.
Turek getting a break. Well deserved.
More arc on that one.
And it didn't go in.
Had too much on it. Good job by Sedgwick.
Yeah, to keep the ball dribbling, yep.
Curtis, she steps out for 3. Not good. Oh, boy, coming in for that rebound. That was a nice rebound.
Heck of a rebound by Alexander, just flying in there out of nowhere to steal that rebound.
She is fun to watch. She is just a hustler.
She sure is, Bruce.
And they'll go down to the other side now for the 1-and-1. This is the only part of the game that's been a little back and forth for Alexander is her free throws. She's missed 5 in the game.
It's a classic
But
base,
she's gotten herself to the line quite a bit. And that time short. That could be fatigue too.
Yeah.
I mean, she's played hard.
She has played very hard. She's played a lot as well.
Good defense.
Yaros is a really nice
Yeah,
defender.
she doesn't want to pick up a 5th foul.
Good footwork.
And you want to really make the Red Hawks work for their points, take time off the clock right now. That's the key for.
Yep, 7:30 left in the game.
Curtis. I thought she may have traveled on that as she went in, but
yeah, it looked to me like she was trying to avoid contact, maybe worried. Nice shot there, worried about picking up a charge as her 5th foul.
Yeah, Shayla Miller hits a jump shot, and Minnehaha Academy will take a full timeout.
And the Orioles looking at a 20-point lead here, really have done a nice job maintaining control while the Red Hawks have put up some good fights to get back into this thing. The Orioles just aren't letting them.
That's some great play by the Orioles, and they close the season out against Minnehaha St. Margaret on Tuesday, February 18th. That's their last home game. That'll be senior night, and then at Chaska, final game on February 21st, and then the sections. And this is a fun Oriole team. If you have an opportunity to get out, support the Orioles, especially in the sections, that will help. And
yep.
They're a fun team to watch. They're a young team. They're going to be back again here next year, and I think I'm going to pick up a few more games. This has been fun.
Yeah, it is a fun game, and we got March Madness right around the corner.
We do, starting with girls hockey. Actually, starts coming up on the weekend.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is, and the snow should start too, right?
Well, it's been a really fun up-tempo second half here, even with a 20-point margin. Both teams playing tough, playing hard.
Well, and I think Arsenio has them playing at the top of their game right now.
Yep.
When you look at that, they won 9 out of 10, and they're 11-11. So
yeah,
and that's attributed to really a tough schedule at the beginning of the season, which helped get them to this point too.
Nice clean block.
And this is a team that's 16-6 that they're playing. Minnehaha Academy, a very good team. Here comes the Red Hawks. Curtis, shot.
And then she's looking tired.
Yeah, I think Curtis is tired out.
Yeah, she's gassed. She can barely get down the court. But she's been playing a hard game trying to keep the Red Hawks in this thing. Orioles just chewing clock here with the zone.
Yeah, 6-12, they're going to say, come on out, or we're just going to keep it. And now they come out. Yarosh. Oh, well, she looked to take the shot, but Alexander was open underneath.
Yep, that was the right move to throw that underneath. I mean, it's tempting to take that shot, but there's no need to. Good look down low for 2 easy points.
22-point Oriole lead, 66-44. Still 5:45 to go in regulation time. Curtis, nice basket.
That's one of those pretty high off the glass shots.
Again, guess who? Alexander, and she's called for travel.
Whoa. Alexander's getting a little upset. Let's see here.
No, I don't know.
It was a travel back in my day, but they rarely call that these days.
Good no foul.
Yep. Just letting them play. 5 minutes left to go.
Nice.
Good.
Pass. Oh, Yarosh. To go. Good rebound by the Orioles.
Yep.
They get it out, and now they can take more time off of the clock.
Missed opportunity by Yarosh there, but no harm, no foul. They can just chew up clock here.
Well, unless you have Shayla Miller open for a three. Shayla Miller.
Yeah, Bruce, I think you're right. They really do have them playing at the top of their game right now. They're peaking at the right time.
And Shayla Miller now with 14 points. That's her third three of the game. I think, you know, the Redhawks really trying to find someone else that can score. They really been mostly Curtis getting their scoring, and they haven't had much other help.
Yeah, whereas the Orioles have been spreading it around pretty good.
Curtis has done a good job to stay in the game. She had 4 fouls very early in this half.
Turek back in the game. I say Turek and then Turk.
And now we get Hagdahl coming in for the Orioles.
Yep.
Miller. Coley.
And the Orioles just rightly chewing up clock, moving the ball around.
Nice. Oh, little block.
Yeah, it was a nice block there.
Well, I think also that may have been a little push by Curtis with her arm.
Yep, she just did it again.
Yeah, she's
and
out.
he called it this time. You see right here.
Well, I think you get away with it once, and then the second time they're just going to call it. So.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to spot too with that arm pushing out. You know, you gotta be careful. Ball stuck in the rim here. That's always fun.
Just need some tall officials.
Sheffield's back in.
So final 3 minutes. We're at 3:15 right now.
Orioles with a 23-point lead.
Alexander, and a foul is going to be called on Coley, number 4.
Yeah, that's the right call. She reached over.
Yep. No need though. You really want to tell your players no more fouls. Let's get this game moved on.
Let's get this game moved on and see if we can hold them to under 50 points. Pryor missing the first shot. Everybody looking a little tired with a very up-tempo second half.
Well, it's also getting hot in the gym too. We get the crowd that we have right now, and you can see it starts to get a little bit warmer in here. I'm gonna have to have you save my seat when I go get the lineups for the boys game. I think someone will take it.
Great defense by Park. And they just don't hold up.
Oh, Alexander took it all the way in. Turek.
Oh, my.
Basket and one.
Yep. Yeah, this Oriole team sure is fun. They don't know how to slow it down, you know. It's a spot where I might have just slowed it down, ate some clock, but they saw an opportunity and just couldn't help themselves to go in and put in 2 more points, maybe 3.
Make the free throw. Yeah, this is a good team. Top 10 rankings says Hopkins number 1 in 4A, Farmington 2, Wayzata 3, Park Center 4, Stillwater, Chaska, St. Michael, Albertville, Maple Grove, Rosemont, and Eden Prairie. Hopkins 21-0, Farmington 21-2. Ball out of bounds.
Yep, and the Red Hawks still just kind of frustrated, not able to get anything going offensively. For me, that's been kind of the story of the game for them. They just couldn't find any rhythm offensively.
Well, Orioles can probably empty their bench here in a little bit.
You think?
Coley's taking a seat on the bench. She's done for the night, I'm sure.
Yeah. Great game for Coley.
Again, no foul for the Orioles. Good rebound. Turek. Orioles have done a great job on the boards in this game.
They
too.
sure have.
Turek, nice pass across. Hegdahl with the finish.
Yep, nice finish by Hegdahl.
All set up on a couple. We've seen Turek with some nice passes.
Absolutely. I've always said, hustle will take you a long, long way in this game, and that's really what we've seen out of the Orioles tonight is hustle all over the place, giving them second, third, and fourth chances.
They had Sheffield and Yarosh in foul trouble in the second half, and they were able to get by, no problem. And Yarosh, looks like we'll get some subs coming in off the bench here.
Yarosh, and I don't have a number for
Zoe Borod,
okay.
number 2.
Oh, right.
Yeah, when they play the back-to-back games, they don't give you the JV roster on the score sheet on our sheet, so it's really hard to tell when some of these other players come in. That was a nice rebound.
Yep, nice rebound. 1 minute 10 left to play. Orioles with a 26-point lead. Did I do that right? 28-point lead. Math is not my strong suit, Bruce.
28. You got it. You just missed the last basket, that's all, Paul.
Yeah, that's why.
That's right. I stick up for you, Got to help your fellow.
I appreciate it.
Barrett Martin. Oh, we get some more players in here. Izzy Siegel in the game now for the St. Louis Park Orioles, along with Isis Brown.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do is get some of those bench players who don't get a lot of playing time in.
We're going to put a little pressure on the Orioles right now. And Hegdahl over to Yarosh into the front court. Brown. Good pass across and
kind of missed the bounce pass underneath.
Yeah, trying to get it over to Izzy Siegel on the other side.
57 seconds left.
Siegel with the ball in the corner. This is Yarosh. She brings it out. Down to 51 seconds, 74-48. Orioles are going to get their 12th win of the season as Yarosh
looking to get some points.
So the Red Hawks, with 40 seconds, bring the ball into the front court. Missed shot. Brown with the rebound.
25 seconds to go.
Brown looking for someone to get the ball to. Borod. You got to get into the front court. And Borod does. Orioles can just let the clock run out.
Yep, 12 seconds left.
Yeah, Yarosh is going to pull it out now. She makes sure she doesn't get a 5-second call as she gets it to Hegdahl. Hegdahl.
Just holds on to it, and that'll do it.
Once the ball was touched, she had no problem just holding it.
Well, and the Orioles do a great job holding the Red Hawks to 48 points today. To me, that's the story of this game, was a hustle and tough defense that just stifled the Red Hawks, couldn't get anything going.
And a good offense, too. They scored 41 in the second half, so it's moving the ball pretty good.
Yeah, just a great game all around.
27 points in the game for Reagan Alexander.
Wow. Is that a season high?
I'm not sure. Shayla Miller with at 14. She had a good game. Kendall Coley, 11 points. We have Turek with 7. Faith Johnson with 7. Hegdahl 4. Sheffield 2. Yarosh too. Hope I got everyone. But
Yeah.
we got to get ready for a second game. So
We do, you know.
Can't go over all the stats.
I think it was Ernie Banks who said, it's a beautiful day, let's play 2.
All right. Well, Paul, great first game for the St. Louis Park Orioles. They now move their record to 12-11. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight's game. On behalf of Paul Borwood, I'm Bruce Oberman saying so long here from St. Louis Park.